So this is a jacket that I've got. I better turn off the machine for now. £1 in the charity shop. It's a really good jacket. I like the pattern of the fabric. Well, as in, I like it to go to see the chickens with. So I show you how big it is. Excuse my lack of dress here. Lack of straightness. There we are. It's straight again. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got a jacket. Size 22 according to the label. So I'll sit down, you can see it better. So what have we got? Shoulders, it's large. So I have unsewn or picked out this one now. What have we got here? We've got Brigitte's favorite shoulder pads. I should really send it to her, shouldn't I? Brigitte will like this. Yeah. She's Brigitte Macron. Anyway. So, what have we got size-wise? We want it wide enough. Actually, it says size 22, but it's more like a 16 actually. So I'm going to take it in a bit from here, a little bit, yeah, maybe an inch or two, that much, maybe. So I'm going to do it as fast as I can because I've got tons of things I want to do today, and if I get one done, it will be good enough. So what have we got here? We've got a sleeve with a lining, yes. So I'm going to cut off some of this shoulder, but before I'll undo the shoulder next to it. Here's the shoulder. Once I've done a hole, be careful if it's something that's expensive. This one is not expensive, so I can afford to just pull on it. It takes a bit less time. I heard a crack. Check it's not the fabric breaking, because that would be a shame. Smells of washing powder, it's not very nice. Needs a wash. Okay, so we're there. It's not hard to take in, as long as you're not fussy with the way it looks afterwards. In my case, it's only a jacket to go outside with, so it doesn't matter the looks really. I'm taking this sleeve off. So let's see how much of the shoulder I'm taking off. I could really get rid of this, which is a bit in the way. It's quite a nice jacket. It's a bit boring colored. Who is it from? Someone called Collection BM. So it's size 22. So now we can see it is actually way too big of the shoulders. So it's good 2 inches want a bit longer, otherwise the sleeve will be too tight. So if I put a pin in here where I want it, and then I'll match it to the other side. So this is the shoulder joint. Now what do I do with the shoulder pad? Do I get rid of that so I don't have to look like Brigitte? I don't really need that. Makes a bit of warmth, doesn't it, around the shoulder? So what I'm going to do is cut this in a line across here, and then I'll match it with the other side. So follow the line. There's a seam here for the side panel, so I'll start cutting above that. Seems like the shoulder pad wants to be cut with it, so we'll cut that as well. So I'll go a bit further from the pin just to give a bit of sewing seam space. So I've removed that much, which now I'm going to remove on the other side. It's not very straight, but at that point it doesn't matter. What we're going to have to do is stitch again here, because it's open the seam of the shoulder, of course, by cutting it. It's exciting. I've got some viewers. I see you like sewing, that's very good. Now, which side which side did I take off first? I don't remember. Let's see, is it this one? No, it's not. This side. So this is the front, and this is okay. So, oh no, it's the opposite way, isn't it? So this is the front, this is the back. So we do it this way. Of course, it's a bit easier if I did it on a table. I've got a piano over there, but it means I would have to move the camera. I'm delighted you're enjoying watching me doing some sewing. I hope it makes you inspired to do sewing for yourself or mending of clothes. That. That one is a bit longer somehow. Well, it's not bad. This one is a bit thinner. Let's try it on and see what it looks like. Much better there. So what have we got here? We've got to, ooh, it's coming off there as well. Is it? Something is unsewing, unpicking, whatever you call it. So here I need to take what? I'd say a good 2 inches. Yes. Yes. So how is that going to work down here? Do I take 2 inches all the way? I say no. I say take 2 inches up to the waist. So I'm going to mark the waist, which is here, with the pin. And then match it to the other side, and I will take it off to there, because then I don't mind this being bigger. So, well, we'll try it first, like that. Take some off here. But I might be obliged. Actually, I'm obliged to make a V shape here anyway. Yeah, so it will take off a little bit here. How exciting! So exciting. I need to have a drink of tea. This is nice. This is rooibos tea. Vanilla rooibos. You can look after the tea. So, oh dear. Scissors. So we mark the waist on the other side. Do we need to do anything else inside? I don't think so at this time. Because we've got a hole here, we're going to be able to sew just turning this round without having to, to unstitch this at the bottom, because we don't want to make any more work unless we have to. So where's my waist, please? The waist, we match it onto the other side like this. Where's the seam gone? There's the seam. I seem to have pinned it with the undergarment, underlining. It's really hard to see where the seam is with this fabric. So we've got the waist. See how long it takes me to do this as well. It will be interesting. 13 minutes so far. So I did sheet and I had the sleeve done beforehand. So now I've got my waist. I'm going to mark it inside because it is from inside that I'm going to sew it. See, normally I have one of those which is chalk, but it needs sharpening. So let's do it. So back inside where the waist is, and if I mark the waist, this is not very good, is it? My only pencil. I could really just put another pin, just put it back in here, of course, but I will leave it. It was to show off my chalk pencil, but I think it has seen better days, and it's broken inside. Never mind, I don't need another one. If I wasn't so lazy, I could go to the blackboard and get a proper chalk from there. So we turn the jacket round, and we're going to do that first. I'm going to take off those 2 inches from the waist from the width of the garment. This was tied together, the lining, because it's a good quality jacket and they do that sort of thing. And I've got my mark here. So what I'm going to do, as it's not the same, you see how it's not, because one is the back, one is the front, it's slightly different. Let's turn it all inside out actually. If we can. Yes, okay. It will be easier. So we've got the shoulder here, the armhole, and that is the back. We've got a pin here. So to go back to showing you, because it's slightly different, and if I'm going to take off 2 inches, c'est-à-dire up to here, that'd be a difference. So what do we choose to do in that case is well, we ignore it. We just start, we put a pin here where we want the shrinking to happen. Is that big enough? Probably not. I'll do it a bit further on. Yeah, that should be good size. So because there's going to be that difference, we'll advise later, we'll probably cut off a bit there. Ow! Yes. Best is not to get stung by needles, pins. So I'm going to do my first stitch to shrinking. So you see here, there's my waist. So I'm going to have to take off up to the waist. So let's see, I think the waist is usually bigger, isn't it? So I have to draw a line. Let's draw a line for you. Let's try and sharpen this. Okay. Come on, you must have some point. No. No. Nearly there. Oh, it's getting a bit hard, this pencil. I could really do it properly and do it with a pen, with a ruler. I don't normally do things with rulers, but just because you're watching and we're going to do things properly, let's take a ruler and do a straight. Now don't fall you, please. We've got a ruler here, so you still can't see, can you? Let's move you. So we've got what we want to take off here. We've got our waist point over here where the pin is. So we are going to have to take, see, normally the waist is smaller than the top of the bust. So we'll do a parallel, really, I think, up to the waist. Parallel to what was there before. because even if it's size 22, they must have taken account some of the waist. And then, once we've got this, we put a pin so it doesn't move. There. So we've got the bottom of the vest there. Shame my camera angle isn't very good. But I'll show you when I've done this, what I've done. So we are going to do a straight line down to the bottom of the jacket, or vest as I like to call it. Oh merde! Oh no, he's broken again. This is what happens when you try to do things properly instead of doing it quickly to impress the camera when it's not at all impressed, isn't it? Right, I'll show you what I've done. You see this line? Oh, you see the line? See? There, up, and there it goes down, then down to the point of the jacket. So we are going to do the same on the other side. You can go back up there, you've seen what I was doing. I'm not used to doing things properly, it's a bit hard work. Where's the other side gone? That must be it, is it? Yes, that is it with the waistline. Move the pin. So do again. I could just compare with the other one, but or I could just measure it since I've got a ruler handy. Where is it gone? There you go. There you are. Okay, we've got that. We'll match it with the other side. There. Now. We'll do again a nice straight line with ruler and this. Oh, exciting. Oh yes, they had done actually a sort of soft angle instead of a straight line, but that doesn't matter too much. Back down to the bottom of the garment, make another line here. Oh, it's boring to do things properly. This is properly for me, by the way. It's not properly to a tailor who would scream and put their hands in the sky saying whatever they say when they see someone doing sewing like this. Horror, damnation. Don't care. No, come on, come back. Wait. Oh no, he's gone under the bloody machine now. Oi, where are you? Ow. Right, rounding. Up. Voila. This is not very good. Because at the end here, it should finish in a point. It shouldn't finish in a fat, large end. So, yes, that's fine. I put a needle to show me that I need to sew up to here. In fact, that's why we give up on the ruler. We just do it by hand now. Up, voila. It will do. That's it. This is proper tailoring. Okay, so are we ready? New things that may fall off on us. You remove this pin. We don't want to sew over it. We say praise to the sewing machine. Thank you, sewing machine, for your presence in my life and your kind service. Thank you very much. So I will do a stitch, you know, like that, back and forth too, so I don't have to do a knot at the end. And so easy, just follow the line, taking off the pins as I pass them. So we have the waist now. Now we go back this way. And we remember that the line is not to be followed after a certain point. We're going to come as softly as possible onto the edge and the side seam. There we are. I'll show you now. And then to the other side. Can you see? You see that goes up here, and then it goes down. Oh no, I've done it's not straight. You see how it goes into a bit of a round here. I've got, I think, not that it matters. Yeah, it should be straighter. It should never be round, because otherwise it makes a pucker when you pull it the other side. But it's just easy to straighten the stitch. Really doesn't take long at all. So let's do it, just for the sake of doing it properly. Oh no! Ah la la, machine. It loves it. It's so playful, this machine. It loves to undo the thread. So when I rethread that, I make sure I haven't got my feet on the treadle. It's not really a treadle, the what's it? Because I don't want any accidents. Yeah, it's in. Make sure the thread is long enough. So go back to straighten this line. See, it doesn't really, it's not much at all. In fact, it wasn't worth doing. Right, go to the other side now. Because my waist is a bit pointy. Ah, so before we do that, before we go to the other side, I'm going to trim off the excess fabric, because it's exciting doing that. That's it. I'll take off that of the size 22. Let's hope it's enough. We'll try it after we've done the other side, and we may need to take a bit more. Yes, it's going to look like a dress, not like a jacket. Okay, the other side, please. I dreamt of aliens last night. It was wonderful. There was an ET craft in the skies that I couldn't see unless I had my eyes semi-closed, and I was half sleeping. Very nice. And the alien craft sent a message that we have switched into the Earth, parallel Earth, where it is a golden age for the human race, not just for the elites. And it said to me, don't fear the future, your future will be fine, your future is going to be really good. And it was wonderful. But I didn't meet anyone, it was just like telepathic dream message. Oh! Be careful of the pins. Right, over there. Okay, let's go straight onto that. That's it. Now, I'm happy with that. Now, let's cut it and try it on. So to try it on, I've got to turn it all inside out again. Not on the other side. A bit of tea. Have you got a tea? So, oh, look at that. Size 22 is now much closer to looking like a size 12. I say 12 because I'm wearing plenty of jumpers underneath. It needs to be baggy enough. Oh, what have we got there? We've got curly things. Oh, it's much better though. It's got that curling about. What's happening here? Ooh. Do you know, I really like this. I knew I liked it, but when I looked at the shape, I thought, oh, it looks so shit. Ooh, what's happening here? Very nice. So let's look at what's happening here. So we think this is getting a bit small now. So with these thick jumpers, then I might need a thicker one underneath. So I think what I'm going to have to do is take a bit off here on both sides. That. Do I need to take any at the back? Maybe a little bit here. Yes. Let's leave the rest because I don't want to lose any more here. It looks as Brigitte's favorite shoulder pad now. It's looking a bit sad and a bit of a mess now. Never mind. Oh, yeah. This is like, if I had the hunter wellies, I could look like a a lady hunter with that. Not that I have any idea what hunters were, but it looks a bit like that sort of thing to me. I don't know what I could go and hunt. I could go and hunt the rubbish on the road. It's a bit strange this here. What's this? What's happening here? I think it needs a bit taking in here because it's probably made for you know whom, you know, like that. And because mine is more like that, we've got a lot of leftovers here. Probably why. So let's look at this seam. Yeah, that's a seam of the breast seam. So if I mark where the tip of the breast is, and is that right? Anyway, I need to remove from here, in fact, from here to the end. And to go back to here. So we replace a bit of here, a bit of here. Before, and we've got to take in, so to take in a bit of that funny seam here that I've cut at an angle for large breasts, because mine are moderate breasts. I'm going to take off all this. See this, how it makes a lump there. Straighten that. It's probably going to make a pucker because I'm not going to do it properly, am I? No. Well, I could try because it is flat after all. But well, we'll do that in a minute. First of all, we're going to cut a bit of the sleeve, and then we will match it to the other side. That much from the front. I'll take off some from the back now. Remembering we want plenty of under the arm, but not so much at the top towards the shoulder. Now that's for the back. I've taken that much. Got the seam going now. The seams that I need to take off some of the breast line. So we'll sew that back together. I say we. Doesn't make me look better if there's two of me in the room. I don't know about better, but you know what I mean. Line, please, for this. So what have we got? Oh yeah, we've got a proper breast shape. We'll do it flat. Have I made a pucker? there. Probably have. Yeah. Where is it? Oh, it's towards the breast, the waist rather. So yeah, I could try to make it better. You see, I've not joined it with the other seam quite straight. It's going. There's a seam. There's mine. Needs to be just a lot slower. Have you heard my Christmas play? This one. It's a nice, gentle sing song for, especially for Christmas meals. It's my favorite. Makes me laugh a lot when I listen to it. So we've got something a lot straight now. We've got to sew again this one, which is coming off. I'm very grateful to have this ever so good sewing machine. Two friends offered it to me when my mother died in 2003. It made me so happy. It has made me happy ever since. We're cutting the side. So we've got the front from there. Very pleased you're watching. Thank you very much. Thank you for getting your inspiration to get to your alterations. There we've got the front. The back. Dark outside. I haven't got light near my machine. I've ordered one on eBay, but it's not arrived yet. I've been here 5 years and I've never bought one. It's about time I got on with it because I can never do sewing in the evening due to the darkness in the room by the sewing machine. Grateful for the aliens. Thank you. There, we're not forgetting any pins in here now. Got our leftovers. So next we're going to stitch again. I'll start the other side, remove the pins, and then finish where it is. I don't like this, keep it. I don't like this, keep it. I don't want it. How I've done the other side and try and match it. In case you are who I think you are, I hope you had a good afternoon and that you feel calm and peaceful. That you can feel the future for yourself in a good place, in a place where you want to be, a place where you feel inspired to be yourself, the strong self you've always been. Exciting here. I'm repairing, mending, altering this very large jacket, size 22. Got this shoulder going off as well. All the seams are secured. This one coming off as well, that's the shoulder. Going. Okay, so we've done the base of it. I could try it on. Minutes so far. It's really hard to get panorama to be right. Okay, so we've got the sleeves now. We've got to check how big they are. So the shoulder. The bones of the shoulder pads are there. Might as well sew them back on. There's not much of it anyway now. It's been mostly eaten. Now all I've got to do left is put the sleeve back together. It might be a bit too big. Well, thank you, Bafron. I wish you a good evening as well. I hope you enjoy yourself. Question of the legs. It's not very long, but it seems to be right, really. Let's look if... Oh yes, it's much better fitted now. It's a bit here of... Who's a bit... What's going on here? No, it's the lining that's pretty. I don't know why. It's shorter at the back than it is at the front. Of course, it makes the shape here of triangle because I've not taken off any inches here, so it's a little bit in this shape, which doesn't bother me. I like it. So now, how to sew the sleeves again? A bit of tea first. So to sew both sleeves, I may have to make an opening in the lining or at the bottom, wherever is easiest to sew again. What do we think? Bottom or... I think I'll do it at the bottom. So I'm going to make an opening in the lining, between the lining and the main fabric, big enough so I can inverse the thing. I've got to be quick because the chickens, it's their bedtime, and it's been nearly an hour. Can I finish it in an hour? Probably don't think so, but I'll try. If I concentrate and I don't do it too properly, it should be alright. So to do one sleeve, I can go by the other sleeve anyway. So we've got the sleeve here. We sew it where it was. We put the shoulder pad wherever it's supposed to be. I'm not sure the shoulder pad is meant to be sewn on. What can I understand? I've never done shoulder pads. You know, I don't think it should be sewn on. No, otherwise it will be really thick. So I'll ignore that. How can I sew around the shoulder pad? Yes, I can. So I could try and match the previous seams, sort of, in fact, if I pin one just to check it's wide enough, otherwise I'll have to bury some of the fabric by making a pleat somewhere. Hopefully the sleeve itself will be big enough. There. So now this is a round end, so this should be on the top normally. Yes, I think there's plenty on the sleeve, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pin where the top is, where I think the top is. There, and then I'm going to make a pleat at the top of the shoulder to give a bit more movement, if there is too much. So I'll sew it back, the sleeve, by starting by the bottom, where it is here. Direction I'm going in there? No. So where are we going? Is that the front? Is that the back? So I'm sewing towards the back shoulder. Okay, that's good to know. Because when I do the pleat at the top, I will need to know that. So not pulling too hard, because otherwise it will make stretching happen. Just sewing back in the third of an inch or 1 centimeter to the edge. I don't think there will be much left over. Where is the top? The top is there. Yes, there is a little pleat I can put on. So I will do a pleat. Of course, it's not easy to sew like that, so I'm going to have to eventually cut the thread and start again. I can't quite explain why, but it's getting a bit tumbled. Okay, I'll show you now happening and why I have to move. See, I'm sewing the sleeves like this, the sleeve, and I'm getting to the point where I can't sew because I'm inside itself. So, oh, there's lots of leftover sleeve. Ah, and that's on the front. Okay, so I have to start again and put another pleat on the top. We can't put pleats here because it looks like shit. We have to put the pleats on top of the shoulder, around like the, you know, that sort of area, generally, for good looks. So I'm going to start again, this side. there's a lot of sleeve left over. Excellent. That will look like. We're going to see in a minute. And before we go, we fix the Brigitte pad again. How do I fix it? I don't know. Okay, I haven't got time to do it by hand. Let's just do. So that's what I've got. It's a little bit buckery. It's the front. See, that's I think it will be stylish. A little pucker on the top like that. Lovely. So what we do with the other one, we go from inside where we've cut, wherever it is. Oh, it's the bottom, isn't it? So I'm going to do what I've done here is I'll start with the bottom and then I'll leave the top of the sleeve. Like that, I can then pucker where it needs to be. So this is here. I think that's right. I can't rush because I'm going to do something wrong, and that always happens if I rush. So what have we got? Is that straight? That looks straight, okay. So this is top. This is the top, okay, like here. Oh no, where's the hole gone? There it is. I'm not sure, we won't use the side to secure. Takes a bit to get used to this being the wrong way up. Sometimes I get confused and I sew the sleeves the wrong way so often. Right, do that and then leave the top. the other side. Thinking about unsolicited advice and how they infuriate me and how it's really hard to not give them to others. Sometimes unsolicited advice is good because it's relevant and I don't know what's going to be offered as an idea. Other times I know and I choose not to do it, so maybe it annoys me because I know I should be doing whatever I'm not doing. Now let's think, what side? How did I do that one? Inwards or outwards? So it starts, goes on the back really. So which one is the back? Oh no, we've got a mess. What is the front? What's the back? Can find it. I think that's the back. So you are on the back at the moment, so you need to make more puckers, more gather on this side. This way or this way? I think this way. I'm sure I'm not doing it right. It goes away. Let's have a look at the horror that I have possibly done the wrong way. And if I haven't, oh, it will be exciting. Oh, very different. Ah, shit. Okay, we've got this. And the other side, we've got this. I can redo it a bit closer to the edge and do it the other way. Est-ce que t'as dit laquelle? Fais voir. So this one here needs to be further on. The other side as well. Without your shoulder, Brigitte pad first. So next I'm going to close this which I've done. I'm not going to bother too much about that. I'm going to cheat badly because it folds over. I'm just going to do it like that and I'll show you what it looks like. It's not right, I should be doing it by hand, but I haven't got time. I've got to go and see the chickens. It really doesn't look very good. No, it doesn't. This is not good at all. Oh no. I know, I'm going to cheat awfully. Should I do that? No, because it won't look nice. Okay, I'll cheat even more, and I'm not going to do it now. I'll do a quick thing in white thread to remind myself to do it later. But you know what happens when we do it later, it never gets done. But we'll see. We don't see it too badly at the back. Okay, I'll put it on now. Wait for the result. My size 22 jacket now made into size 12 or 10. There. Yes, 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 yes. Let's put the belt on, because that's part of the job, isn't it? Oh, I do like it very much. I'm glad I bought it. It's a bit vulnerable fabric, but I like it so much. I really don't know why. Maybe the person who had it before me was a nice person. Go, we've got this here. So lining coming off, I should really shoot it a bit. So this is it, my jacket. Voila. Oh no, what's going on at the back? I'm going to have to put some frill or something. I don't like the back being short, it does look weird. The way it was made. It's not just because I've got a large belly. Right, that's it, done. 76 minutes, 1 hour and 15, is it? 16, yeah. Yeah, 15 minutes. So this is it, an alteration. You see, it's not too difficult threads to cut here. And it's rather nice. So bye bye. Thank you for watching.